because I wanted to warn fellow Muslim women. Until the Saudi authorities who administer the holy sites take concrete steps to ensure that female pilgrims can perform pilgrimage free from sexual harassment and assault, we must protect each other. And so there I was, at my computer in February 2018, sharing once again that I had been sexually assaulted twice during pilgrimage in 1982, to support Sabika Khan, a Pakistani woman who had shared on Facebook her own assault in Mecca. I asked fellow Muslim women who felt safe enough to share their own experience of sexual harassment or assault, either while performing Hajj or in a Muslim sacred place. I added a hashtag to my post, #MosqueMeToo. Over 2 days, my Twitter thread was retweeted and liked thousands of times. It was shared in Indonesian, Arabic, Turkish, French, German, Spanish, and Farsi. I had never before seen such a response. At first, men demanded, "Why didn't you make more of a fuss?" Soon after, men went into full gaslighting mode. Anything to persuade me I had not experienced what I had experienced, or else questioning my character as a way to undermine my story. I could write a whole other book called Things You Will Hear When You Say You've Been Sexually Assaulted. Observe. You are too ugly to be sexually assaulted. You are being paid to say this. You just want to be famous. You just want attention. You want to destroy Islam. You want to make Muslim men look bad. You are a whore. You imagined it. It was crowded. Why didn't you report it? You waited all that time? Why? What do you expect? Sexual assault happens everywhere. Why aren't you talking about sexual assault in New Zealand? You should have yelled and made a fuss. For 5 days, women from around the world had shared with me their most harrowing experiences of sexual harassment and assault at pilgrimage or other sacred spaces. Reading their stories undid something that had broken in me as that young pilgrim in 1982 that I thought I had stitched together. I had not fully grasped the magnitude of being sexually assaulted at the site toward which Muslims pray 5 times a day. The experience of telling stories, and especially men's refusal to believe them, was as if I was standing in pouring rain. I could feel it drenching every part of me, only to hear the weather forecast on television confidently explaining that it was sunny and dry with not a drop of rain expected. Being forced to absorb the terrible violation of being sexually assaulted, but also to be robbed of a spiritual experience that so many long to experience, forced me to connect that violation with the many other violations I have been subjected to. How could all of that have happened to me? How have I absorbed it, been forced to accept it so that I could go on every day? And how had I learnt to get on with my life? For one night, I wanted some respite from that reckoning. So 5 days after I launched #MosqueMeToo, my beloved and I went to a club in Montreal to dance it off, to revel in the sensual delight of moving my body to music, in the hope that all those beats per minute would be a balm to my traumatized heart. And there, in the middle of a crowded and sweaty dance floor, at age 50, I felt a hand on my ass. I had exactly 2 thoughts. You've got to be fucking kidding me. And this is still happening? I remembered my 15-year-old self at Hajj, covered from head to toe with just my face and hands showing. Now, on that dance floor in Montreal, I was wearing a tank top and jeans. It didn't matter, hijab or tank top. A man's hands still found me. And I was done. But unlike in 1982, when I could not turn around to find my assaulter, I immediately spotted my creep, who had started to walk away. As if on autopilot, I followed him and tugged so hard at the back of his shirt that he stumbled.